Alrighty, we are in the home stretch, so to speak. This is the last movie of the night. As we digest and have a drink and kind of relax with, I'm going to say, an old favorite. I want to say hi to JPRPH1 who says, hi again. Thanks everybody for making a lonely, crappy, sick day a lot of fun. Well, thank you. I'm glad that we could alleviate the discomfort at least a little bit. We appreciate having you here and being able to share the holiday with you. Netter, of course, dropping her obligatory like, share, subscribe, gift a membership. You know, the value of membership. I think most everyone who's here pretty much know this. I'm getting really close after today to that 100 members by the end of the year. And I got a little boost yesterday from being on Doomcock's channel, getting closer to that 2,000 number subscribers. So I'm really happy about that.
So would you say you are thankful?
I am thankful, exactly. Salute, Deleted Scenes. Glad you're back with us. Good to see you. And Accounting Sheep, good evening and happy Thanksgiving. I don't think I have the Cosme link pinned, so I'm going to have to grab that real quick and drop that for you guys that haven't been in here all day. Link to the live off stream. No.
See, I do it the easy way. I have it in my electronic stick now, so I can just copy and paste.
The feature, yeah. I know there's easier ways to do this thing, but I do what I can. I do what I must. And it is pinned. I'm going to go ahead and count us down and get us going. It's been a long day. All right, my friends. Let me move my wine so I don't spill it. That would be alcohol abuse. And let's see. Oh, no. I may not be able to share this version of the movie because it's an MKV and Cosme doesn't like that.
Cosme's been a pain in the tuchus today.
It's not just today. It's yeah, it won't share an MKV. So you're gonna have to bear with me while I re-encode this.
So that makes me want to ask everyone who has seen this movie and who has not, because we'd love to know if we got any newbies here, or if you're all old timers who've seen it a gazillion times like we have.
Recode. I'm sorry, guys. I do my best here. I try to check and make sure things are going to work, but there was a lot of files being moved around trying to make this happen, and I'm going to be starting late now.
It's totally fine, sweetie. Like my boss always used to say, it's like, no one's going to die if they don't get their codes. Well, that's my job. Or that, yeah, that's actually still kind of my job.
Yeah, I really do have to get away from Cosme. If I can figure out Discord, eventually I'm going to start doing this on Discord.
Cool. Totally cool. What's that comedian who does, moo for sure, totally moo?
Don't remember. And I can't dedicate more than 2 brain cells to it right now.
Not a problem. I'm just making conversation while we're waiting for you, because otherwise we're going to have dead air, and we don't do dead air. So let me look at both chats. Deleted Scenes sent a Netters Network gift membership to Travis Mitchell. Thank you, Deleted.
That's
That was
sweet.
very sweet of you and very kind. He also sent a Last Call membership to Kolchak75.
Nice.
That is so amazing. Thank you. No, not amazing. Osmo. That is so Osmo. Thank you, Deleted. You are so generous. And I'm going to say hello to some of the peeps here in the chat. We have our Counting Sheep. Hello, sweetie. And I'm saying that in the chat right now. I am slightly buzzed on my Mogan David wine. But it's fun. Because I don't drink really that often, so... And of course we have Deleted Scenes in the chat. Not only saying hello, but dropping those gifties. Thank you so much for those. So now Troy's even closer to his goal. Seriously, tonight you guys did so much to get him closer to that goal, and I'm certain that by Christmas, he will definitely have made his goal. I'm even willing to go maybe even like my birthday. My birthday is December 11th, and I know that some of y'all would be willing to gift him a membership as a present to me.
That would be sweet, but I'm not going to push it. You guys have been incredibly
Yes.
generous this Thanksgiving. And I want to thank you guys so much.
Oh, absolutely. We are so very thankful to each and every one of you. And I know not everyone's been able to stay for all 5 films, but that's okay, you know. It's been a fun time all day just hanging out with whoever's been coming in and out. And like I said, I'm grateful that you are a part of our family. We had put it out there that if you wanted to join us, and in fact, if you want to put Cosme up on your big screen and have the whole family watch the films, you can certainly do that as well. Just another way to just share it out with family and friends, because we certainly do not mind. More the merrier. That's what we always say.
Absolutely.
So I know there's a 30-second delay, so I'm going to presume Deleted, you've seen this before. On Accounting Sheep, have you seen it before? And who's on my stream? Lady Mist. Hello, Lady Mist. I didn't see you. You kind of were in between 2 comments, and I didn't see you. Hello, lovely lady. How are you? I'm presuming that all you guys have seen this before, because I know we show it every year. Excuse me. The wine's making me a little sleepy. But yeah, it's a fun film. It's like doing the what do you call it? The Life Day film that Troy does. It's tradition. We do this every year because it's just something that we show every year. I would also like to know what your Thanksgiving was like. Did you spend it with friends, with family, both? Did you just come in and hang out with us because, well, we're extended family? Did you have any specific traditions that you followed for your Thanksgiving? We were kind of like doing things a little bit different this time for me and Troy. While he was putting all the streams together, I was doing the cooking. Now, I don't know why I keep yawning. Normally, Troy's in the kitchen doing the turkey and making the stuffing and all that. We're going to actually do the stuffing tomorrow because that's Troy's thing. I am not going to take Grandma's recipe from Troy. That is a Troy thing. So Troy's going to make the stuffing tomorrow, but I made the turkey and I made the biscuits, and Troy said that the turkey is the best he has ever had. The skin was nice and crisp. The meat was nice and tender and juicy. So if you all want to know how I did it, I'm going to let you know my secret. We've got one of those huge slow cookers, the ones you plug into the wall. So I had it in there, and for the weight, our AI said it would take about 5 hours to cook. So I had it in there for about 4.5. took it out of there and put it in another pan to put in the oven, because the slow cooker does not, it doesn't brown. It stays pale, which to me looks, I want a brown turkey. So I put in another pan, put that into the oven, and I actually had it in there for about, I want to say about an hour and a half, and it's only because I meant to take it out and kind of forgot about it. And then it was like, oh, I got to take out the turkey. So it actually cooked longer than it needed to, but it was delicious. The skin was nice and crispy. The inside was nice and moist and beautiful. Thoroughly cooked through, so I didn't have to worry about anything being undercooked. And, excuse me. Trish said it was the best he'd ever had, so I'm in charge of making the turkey every year now. And, of course, we had the obligatory biscuits. And I made those earlier in the day because neither of us had eaten at all. So I made the biscuits at least to tie us over until the turkey was done. And so that helped. And then I had made a recipe for pumpkin pie, but this was made with molasses. It was a recipe that Troy got off of Max Miller's channel. He does a show called Tasting History. And it was definitely different. Very, very liquid. I don't think I've ever made a pumpkin pie that was that liquid before. I didn't care for it. Trish said he liked it. So, and what I think is funny is that my avatar is positioned perfectly over Steve Martin and John Candy.
Well, yeah, because they're carrying you.
They're carrying me. Yes. So it's like, I didn't care for it. I think I'm going to stick to my traditional pumpkin pie in the future. But tomorrow we're also going to be making, or Troy's going to be making, because this is a recipe he wanted to try, a cranberry apple pie. So we're going to do that. I'll probably help out with, either cooking up the cranberries for him or slicing the apples, whichever, and helping him out with that bit. I might even be the person who puts it all together, and he just gathers all the ingredients for me, because I'm the baker in the family. I love to bake. I mean, any of y'all that's ever been to my house, which actually I don't think any of you but Mark has, I love to bake. And whenever someone come over, it's like I always had cookies or something. And when Mark would come over, we'd have Klingon food. So, we got that going for us. So I will probably end up making this pie with some assistance with Troy, because I said I love to bake, so this is my wheelhouse. Troy is an excellent cook. I am an excellent baker. It works out really well. Let's see. And lately, Mist is dropping her pretty hearts and flowers for me and for Troy. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Lady Mist says I'm invisible today, with laughing emojis. I know, sweetie. It was the way that the chats came up. I had a big chat, and then you were there, and then there was a big chat from Queen. And so I didn't initially see you. That's why I was scrolling back up and checking every line to make sure that I wasn't forgetting anybody. And it's like, and there you were. It's like, yeah, I don't want to forget any of my sweeties, because you guys are all Osmo. Look, do my KPI. I think it's the one. I've had a glass and a half, and I am not a big drinker, so fun stuff. Let's see, and I also see JPRPH1 here in the chat, and I don't think I've said hello to you yet in the chat. So let me do that at JPRPH1. Sweetie, there we go. JPRPH1 says, I left my sourdough in the fridge to ferment until tomorrow. Not sure what I'll make it into yet. Baking is fun. Yeah, I love baking. True, will tell you that I have come up with different recipes, like adding on to one. So, like, it's like, okay, this is a peanut butter cookie recipe. Well, what if I add banana to it? Or what if I just add chocolate chips to it? Now it's a chocolate chip peanut butter one, which is more like a Reese's cup, you know. Just different things like that. One thing, though, that I'm really good at cooking, and it was another one of those things where it's like, we were hungry, and I'm looking around, and we hadn't done any shopping, really. So I was kind of like looking around, and I decided I was going to make grilled cheese. But I wanted to zhuzh it up a little. So I took, because we had that canned cheese, we could just call it sprinkle cheese. And, you know, on the buttered side of the bread, I sprinkled some on, pressed it in with a butter knife. And when I fried it up for the grilled cheese, it was like really great, crusty, cheesy outside. So it was like, okay, that turned out really well. So it's like, that's one of my creations. So if you want really good grilled cheese, put cheese on the outside, like the sprinkled cheese, or like I've done Parmesan, like the shredded stuff on the outside. Just make sure you press it into the bread real well, and then when you're frying it up, make sure it sits long enough to actually, you know, get crispy before you flip it over. Otherwise, you're going to have stringy cheese, and you don't want that. So you don't want to use really milky cheeses for that, because then you're just going to have stringy cheese sticking to your pan. That's why it's like the cheap sprinkle cheese works really well. And then you can also add like garlic salt or whatever to it to give it that little bit of a garlic flavor to it. It's really good.
Sorry guys, I'm at 63% right now.
That's cool. I'm just seeing what other comments are in here. Wait, that's me. Okay, we said hello to Connie Sheep. We said hello to Deleted. JPRPH1. Okay, now we go to my channel and see who's there. Lady Miss is saying hello to everybody. I do really appreciate every single one of you. You guys are amazing, and Osmo. It's always encouraging to see all of you guys in our different chats. Like I said, we don't do this for us. We do this for you, and it's great to just share this with every single one of you. You guys are amazing, and you're a part of our family. So, you know, we want to share with our family. Let's see. Those are all the comments for right now. But yeah, I do want to know what's your favorite desserts, because no one's answered me yet on anything. So, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dessert? Pumpkin pie, apple pie, something else? Let me know. For me, I like pumpkin pie. I even like, what do you call it? Sweet potato pie. But I still think one of my favorites is got to be, I think they call it Dutch apple. It's got I think a thicker slice of apple inside. And I think it's a little bit more cinnamony. But yeah, then pumpkin pie is definitely the second after that. But yeah, it's like some of these apple pies are so good. And I am looking forward to trying this pie that Troy is going to make tomorrow. And I think he's going to be making a cheesecake too, but I don't know what's in that one. I haven't seen the recipe for that one. Actually, I think it's over here. Just put over to the side here. So let's see. Civil War cranberry apple pie is one we're going to be making. Oh, cranberry cream cheese crumb pie. So we are definitely having some pies. Yeah, there's only 2 of us. So guess who gets to eat all that stuff? But it's going to be fun. So I really do enjoy baking. So, and we don't have people coming over anymore because since COVID, it's like Troy's D&D group, they just get online to do it now. So I don't get to bake cookies for the guys anymore. And we used to make the Alton Brown's free-range fruitcake to send out to the fam. And then we discovered Now, had been sending it for several years. For my mother-in-law to finally say, I really don't like it. Can you not send it to me anymore? And his aunt doesn't like it, so it's like...
Well, fine.
It's like, fine, had you told us sooner. Accounting Sheep says pumpkin pie or blueberry.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of apple. Okay. Awesome. But we have sent the free range fruitcake to Big Al, and he loves it. It's not your typical fruitcake. If you look up the recipe, first of all, it doesn't have any of those weird plastic green and red cherries in it. It's dried fruits. You got apricots, you've got candied ginger, raisins, both the golden and the brown ones, dried cherries, dried blueberries, currants, and I think there's one or two other ones in there. And you mix into this dough, and you have to let the dough sit for a little bit. Then after you bake this thing, you ferment the entire thing in brandy.
Pickle,
okay. Yeah. But if you set a flame to this thing, it would go whoosh, because there's that much alcohol.
It would burn blue for sure.
Yeah. And actually, it will last a good long time. I mean, I'm talking like over a year. If you keep spritzing it with brandy every once in a while just to keep it pickled. So it'll last you. But it is so good because it's not that dry manufactured garbage that you get in grocery stores. First of all, you're making this from scratch yourself, so you know what's in it. So there's none of those weird chemicals and stuff in it. It's just all natural ingredients. And it's kind of more like a fruit bread, instead of a fruit cake. It's like you're making a loaf of bread and just sticking dried fruit in it. But it is so good. And very filling. So one piece of that, because you'll cut a piece and go, oh, that's not a lot. It's filling. It is very filling because it's very dense. But yeah, it's really good. I'm going back and forth between mine and Troy's channels just to make sure I don't miss any comments. Lady Miss says, I tend to only take 2 bites of the crust and then just eat the berry filling. Yeah. I like that with the apple filling. I love the apple filling. Especially like the stuff that goes in between the apples and stuff. It's like that stuff is so good. So Lady Miss definitely likes berry pies. And it's like some of them are so good. What's cute is that at least Jewel Food Stores by us, I don't know, I think that's a not worldwide, but nationwide chain. They have like the individual little pies, so you can get little apple ones, blueberries, and occasionally they'll have ones like lemon or chocolate or something. I think the last time we went to Jewel, and we haven't bought these in a while, but like they had pecan lime, like a key lime. And they had another one that was like kind of an off one going, oh, do people buy that? But yeah, it's like, some pies are really, really tasty. Some pies are really, really not. But yeah, it's like, my pies sometimes may not look real pretty, but they taste delicious. Some of you may have heard the story before where Troy and I were dating, and he had mentioned that he liked cherry pie. So I tried to make him a cherry pie. The kind with the lattice top. It was the ugliest thing. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but at the time when he told me it was an ugly pie, I was so hurt, and if I recall, I cried because I had worked so hard on that pie. But looking back at it now, it's like, yeah, it was kind of ugly. Because it's like, when you do a lattice crust, they should all be the same thickness, the same width, and all that. I had some that were fat and thick, and some that were thin and skinny, and yeah, it was a disaster. But the important part was the pie itself was delicious. He said he ate the whole thing like in a single sitting. It was so good. So I think that made up for the ugliness of it. But it was years before I made him another cherry pie, because that stuck with me. Let's see. Going back and forth. Yes, not a lot of chatter in this one. I think if y'all are like me, it's like you're just kind of winding down. It's been a long day cooking and everything. But man, that food was delicious. And we are going to have leftovers for days. Now, JPRPH1, you said you made sourdough. So is this
is this a sourdough starter that you can make breads out of or something?
And would you mind sending me your recipe and like your directions for it? So like, you know, do you start it like 10 days in advance and then you have to do things? Because I know some stores are like that. You have to start like 10 days in advance and then every day you do something, like you let air out, maybe put some milk in or something, knead it up a little bit, then you let it sit, and then the next day rinse and repeat. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind sending me your recipe and your directions for how to get it to use point, just send it to me on X. That would be amazing. Thank you. And he said I made it from a starter. Okay. I'll write something up and send it to you. Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, because Troy loves sourdough bread, and if I can make it from scratch at home, I know that'll be much better than anything we buy in the store. Just like shortbread cookies. It's probably Troy's favorite cookie is shortbread. And so I have found a recipe, and I've made it a few times for him. I have to get the cookies a little bit more uniform, but they're really good, but they got so much butter in these things. It's like, oh my goodness. I hadn't realized how much butter was in those cookies until I started doing the recipe. I'm like, they want how much butter? But they are so good. I think it's always best, if you can, to make things from scratch. It's only because you know then what's in them. A lot of things you get from the stores, they got different chemicals in there for, you know, preservatives and all that to make them last longer and this and that and the other. But it's like, I don't know what that stuff is. I don't want to be putting this stuff in my body if I can help it. That's why when I did the recipes for the cough drops and the honey, lemon, ginger in a jar, it's all natural. And you're making it yourself, so you know what's in it. You know, I really think that stuff is better for you. Accounting chief says, I'll be chatting more, but there were large quantities of alcohol in my pumpkin pie, and I'm not sure y'all are just a drunken hallucination. Oh, sweetie, I'm on my second glass of wine, and I've only got about a quarter of that glass left. I am really buzzed right now, which is usually how Troy is on Friday nights. I'm just not really a drinker, but I almost said it was Halloween. It's Thanksgiving, and my father's wine of choice, yeah, my dad was not a wine connoisseur.
Okay, guys, I'm going to start.
Oh, okay, we're going to start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And I am so sorry it's taken me so long.
Hey, I got to chat with
yes, you absolutely did. I super appreciate you.
But yeah, it's like my dad's wine of choice is Mogen David. It is what those of us, you know, call cheap-ass wine. Literally, the bottle was like $6, $6 or $8. That's cheap, but it's really good. If you don't like overly dry wines, then you probably like Mogen David. Plus, it's kosher. Booger 414 says, better living through chemistry. JPRPH1 says, that's kind of why I generally only eat bread I make, to eliminate all the dough, conditioners, and chemicals that's in store-bought bread.
I hear you.
Yeah. Booger 414. It's Mocha David. This particular one, is this the blackberry or is this the Concord? The one I'm drinking is Concord, but we also got one that's pomegranate. But yeah, like I said, my dad was not a wine connoisseur, and he thought Mocha David was primo wine. We had it every Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so growing up, I thought, oh, this has got to be great wine because Dad always had it. It wasn't until I became an adult and went to buy it the first time for myself, I'm like, and at that time, the first time I bought it was like $4. I'm like,
yeah,
this is really cheap wine. But it tastes good to me. And what's really interesting is there was another YouTuber that did a comparison on different wines, like expensive wines and cheap wines, and then discovered that basically the wines were the same, they just changed the labels and then put a higher price tag on some of them, but they were the exact same wine. So Chardonnay such and such and Chardonnay XYZ were the exact same Chardonnay with different labels. The plans of mice and men often go astray.
True. Very,
My
very
mom
true.
had a cousin who loved Masterson cherry flavored wine. It's sort of like cough syrup. Actually, I think we still have some Manischewitz in here. We do. I have Manischewitz elderberry still in our refrigerator from last Thanksgiving. There's Kevin Bacon. I'm 3 degrees away from him.
Yes, yes, you are.
I can actually play the Kevin Bacon game. My thing is, which side of the road is the cab on? Is it on Kevin Bacon's side or is it on Steve Martin's side?
Don't know.
Oh, this guy here, I'd want to punch him.
Yeah. Well, he's a lawyer.
Booger says, at least you had wine. They frowned upon wine at work. Yeah, I'm sure they would. Of course, I work from home, so they wouldn't know if I was drinking wine or not.
Very true.
No, they wouldn't.
Close. I'm an attorney.
So
If you can
first-
still spell Manischewitz
Yeah.
correctly, you aren't drunk enough yet. I can't spell it when I'm sober.
Bum, 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 bum. I'd rather have a noogie.
Can you still say that? Indian burns? Or is that racist? Well, he had bejesus in him. You got it scared out of him. Yeah, you think?
How about just a beer? So everybody else is okay.
Yeah.
You've had enough of him.
Yeah.
Your airline screwed up and you're taking it out on him?
It is a coincidence, not a great one.
Well, yay for you. Yeah, you keep talking.
Yeah. Booger says, I saw a video that said there was more footage on the cutting room floor than there was in the final version of this movie. The uncut movie would have been over 3 hours. Yeah, I've heard that. And you got to expect it because there was probably a lot of improv lines that they, decided which they wanted to go with, this, that, and then,
Maybe. Okay, then. You know, my AI keeps telling me that we're supposed to have snow. We have yet to get snow.
Not that I want to tempt it.
Yeah, that's so clever.
That's a descriptor.
Yep.
We're looking for a seating for Bueller. Bueller. Yeah.
So that was twice that he missed a cab because of him.
I have come to realize that because of all of this, he did make his flight, despite all the trouble it was getting there. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not like John Candy caused him to miss the flight. He made the flight. He wasn't going to get home on that flight anyway. JPRPH1 said, we got 3 inches last night, but we're supposed to get buried. But being right on Lake Erie, sometimes the snow stays over the lake. Yeah. It's a mixed bag. Sometimes it protects you. Sometimes it's the reason you get crazy amounts of snow. In the Chicago area, you get this lake effect that blows back on you, and you get a whole bunch.
I had some cab driver try that crap with me once. What he said about, you said your friend here was new to the area, so I took the scenic route. It's like, I was going from my office. It would have been a straight shot down Michigan Avenue onto Lakeshore Drive, getting off at my street, and I live, like, right there. Well, I told the guy where to go, told my address, told him, just take this down on Lakeshore Drive, da-da. And then I was looking at some papers I had in my lap and got kind of engrossed in them. I look up, I'm by Lincoln Park Zoo, nowhere near my route. And I'm like, what the hell? Where are we? Why are you here? He goes, oh, I thought you'd appreciate the scenic room. I'm like, and I gave him some choice words that were not very ladylike. It said, you get back on Lakeshore Drive and take me home now. And I'm not paying the extra for this trip. Because I knew how much my trip was, because I had taken that cab, well, not that particular one, but I'd taken a cab from the office to home before, when like the weather was bad or whatever, so I knew how much it was. So I gave him the exact fare. He did not get a tip. And it's like, no, you are not going to try and fleece me out of, and you know, make me pay more. I told you where to go. You should not have left the, you know, the straightaway.
Yeah.
And what gets me is, how could he not notice what the state of the bathroom was before he took his shower?
Yeah, I don't know. They play a little fast and loose with that particular continuity just for the gag.
Plus, those are really cheap shower curtains that you can get at any Walmart. Heck, you can get them at Target.
Yeah, that is another element to this story, is the fact that he goes around selling shower curtain rings door to door. I mean, it's really a bizarre thing, which I suppose is kind of humorous.
It sounds like he sells them to companies, like motels and that sort of thing.
Right. And another aspect to it is maybe that's just how he's effectively panhandling. You know, he's homeless. He, you know, goes around making connections, benefiting from the goodwill of others. And, you know, like a little match girl selling matches, or the homeless guy selling newspapers. You know, he sells shower curtain rings. I don't know.
Well, he said he was the director of sales. So he's got a pretty high...
If it's your own made-up company, you are going to be the director of sales in any other position you want to be.
He said what company he worked for.
That's true, he did. He's the lineman for the county, right? And then you drop Glenn Campbell. Oh, yeah, that whole thing about the cans blowing up was one of those scenes that was edited out. Booger says, I gotta log off and go home. Not sure if I will get back on. If not, happy Thanksgiving. Take care, Booger. Thanks for hanging out with us
Yes,
on and off
absolutely.
all day. Super appreciate
Happy
you being
Thanksgiving.
here.
Thank you for joining us. You are awesome, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Oh, I just realized that I still had the mouse on the screen, so we had the, what do you call it at the bottom? Didn't mean to do that.
That's okay, sweetheart. It's been
Nobody
a day.
said nothing.
I don't think anyone really noticed. I mean, I didn't notice. And I've had 2 glasses of wine, and I am definitely not feeling any pain.
Good. some good cheer. You might want to take your earbud out for a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, this one's scene I can't. No.
I'll tell you when he's done clearing out his nasal passages.
It's gross. Stuff on it.
Two bits. Okay, he's done.
He has a mouthful.
Well, yeah. See, that's the other thing. Free cab, free room. He probably does this, you know? This is the Gulag Roar Penta. Are you back home now, Mark?
Okay, Neil's just being cruel now.
Yes. And he realizes it eventually, too.
Yeah. It's like, yep, Neil, you were a jerk.
Yeah. Well, he did start in a movie by that name, yeah. Spoken like a man who has never actually been to an insurance seminar. Oh, gosh.
You?
Yeah. Between two pillows.
Those are pillows.
Ah! They're going all the way. Oh.
Again, how'd you not notice this before you start
I
doing
know.
stuff?
He wasn't paying attention.
Okay, there's no way that his socks were going to dry if they're soaking right now.
I know. Not yet, but I'm getting there.
He sold everybody their shower curtain rings.
Right? Well, you are.
No need for that language. We were robbed.
You think?
So he can use the Visa card. why would it do you any good anyway?
Right.
Yeah, let me know when this part's over too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're getting to really know this movie.
Yeah, there's some disgusting parts that I do not want to hear or see.
I know. Braidwood, Illinois, former coal mining territory in Illinois. There you go. Come out sideways. Look in the background. They might have been there. That hill looks like mine tailings. Just nipped. Like one. Doo-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo. Ah.
You pay for everything else, why not?
Yeah.
You're gonna like memorize it as he calls it out?
Right. Do.
Through a rod. And now everyone's got to get off. I don't know why Dell doesn't put some of his other stuff inside his trunk.
When you're in a situation like that, it's like the only person you know that you can have as an ally. This was filmed at a railway museum. Locomotives is a former Long Island Railway Alco C420. Yeah, well, I know. Mark Malikoff is the one who knows the trains.
And the trunk is now upside down.
Trying to figure out what the heck's going on with those mice crawling out of the box. And then back in.
Pets. And Dell's a slob.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's eating the peanuts, dropping them the shells on the floor. Well, they're the ones doing the display on the bus.
Right. I like the way he kind of nudges him when he says Page right out of history, because Neil Page.
Yes.
Czechoslovakian ivory. This is all improv. And they took, whatever they thought was best. There was more. Here's hoping.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Right.
And actually, every idea that they've come up with has been Dell's idea.
True. But that's because I think this is how he kind of gets around is schmoozing. You buy your kids a chocolate turkey.
It's like, I don't know why Dell is so bent out of shape.
Wah, wah, wah. That is brutal. Mark says, took a bus to Cleveland once in the 1980s with a girlfriend. Never again. Yeah.
What's ambrosia in this context?
It's one of those kind of dessert salads with the little marshmallows and the nuts and stuff.
Okay. Like, what the heck happened to you?
Right fucking now.
Actually, she can just look him up in the system.
Yeah. But she's not inclined to because he's being an ass. Yes, I do.
That's assault,
True.
but he had it coming.
He did. See, that's the problem. It's hard to he's been through shit, and you know what he's been through, but it doesn't really give him a right to take it out on these innocent people that haven't done anything to him. The New York and Lake Erie Railroad is the short line used for this film. Check out the link. Yeah. No. Ah! Yikes. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. do, 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 do. Anything can be broken.
Why?
I don't know. Like I say, it's for the gag later on to work. But at the same time, I understand, it's probably, digging into him. He wants to be comfortable so he can get some rest. Ba-dooby dooby dooby doo doo. Ba-doop ba-doopy doopy doo ba-doo doo 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 doo. Ba-doop ba-doopy doo ba-doo. Yeah, that was the other thing. Those old vinyl seats were made with petroleum products that would catch fire. My buddy's Lexus, I had the seat get stuck in the back position. $3,000 fix. Yeah. Broke the driver's seat on a Cavalier once. $2 at the junkyard. Paid for itself with all the coins I found in other junked cars there. I was glad he didn't collect. I offered to pay half. He refused. Thank you. Oh, I got to finish this one first.
Oh, I thought that one was empty. That's why it was put to the side.
That's fair.
Okay, has anybody else wandered into the stream or into the chat? Hello, Mark.
Everybody do the mess around. Doopy 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 doo.
Okay, I am looking for a snack. What's in here? Where is it? Yes, I will. But now, you're driving the wrong way.
Right. You're going to kill somebody.
You are so horribly wrong. I'm going to kill someone.
Yep.
Whee! That is a solid trunk. It didn't even open up.
Right. The fingers stuck into the dashboard, yeah.
Yup.
Yep, time to change their shorts. Yeah, that's a good idea. And it's not over.
Neil has the worst luck.
I know. Curtis is right. They don't make films like these anymore.
No, because then somebody would have to actually like put some thought into it.
All they can do is take movies like this that already exist and remake them and pretend that it's theirs.
He didn't have a credit card?
No. And then you burned it up.
Yup.
Yep. And it's now burning up.
Melted plastic in the car.
Yikes.
Yup.
And he trips over the box again. Of course, he had appendicitis at the time, too, so. If you can get a bed. A Casio. Yeah. Uh,
Oh, okay. You know, developing out in the car wouldn't be so bad if there actually was, like, you know, a roof and windows. Nice, he's showing some compassion. Now, did Dell have those little bottles in his trunk, or did they raid the minibar? And I can't imagine a sleazy little motel like that would have a minibar that would have liquor like that. They just made the toast to the wives.
Yep.
Did you just make a turkey sandwich?
I did. Release the Kraken, yeah.
Because you are at summer camp.
Kind of like that, yeah. He zapped himself. Well, he reversed good. I like their reaction. Aww. And he's like, huh.
Turning signals worked.
Oh my gosh. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I never realized that the rear one was a donut.
The harmonized rather well.
His pedometer's melted.
Nope, not at all.
What he's saying is there ain't nothing wrong with the radio. It's such a fine line between stupid and clever. Yeah, exactly. But not only does the radio work, you can crank it to 11.
He does not care.
If I let you go, you may never get anywhere ever. You could end up dead. Ashkogan cheese. Oh my gosh, it's Ashkogans.
And then they have the other one, Oshkosh Babagosh. Or Oshkosh Bagosh.
Yep.
Okay, in Chicago, that is a Blue Line train.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how that semi would end up in the loop in the first place, let alone getting them to the elevated tracks.
if they got off the expressway, it does lead to downtown. It's just a
They
matter
wouldn't let. They wouldn't let him on the main. He'd have to go to Lower Wacker.
I've seen trucks on upper Michigan and stuff. And when did Neil lose all of his stuff? Because he still had his. Oh, he lost it when he went to go rent the car.
Right.
Hope there was nothing important in that briefcase.
Yeah.
Okay, the conductor would not have waited.
I know.
And the blue line is only going to go pretty much around the loop and to O'Hare.
Yep.
Plus, there's no waiting room at that train
Wait a minute,
station.
the blue line, does it even go on?
It goes to O'Hare and around the loop.
I guess it does, you're right.
Remember, I used to take that train every day.
Yeah. But isn't that the one that goes underground at the loop? So it doesn't go... You'd have to climb up and then go up to the elevated track.
I know the brown line goes underground, so is the red line.
No, brown line doesn't. Brown line comes in and goes around the loop and goes back north.
Yeah, but at some point it goes through tunnels.
It may go through tunnels, but it doesn't go underground. Besides, I think we had established that was an orange line train anyway that he was really on.
Yeah. Because the blue line train will not take you out to the suburbs.
That's for darn sure.
The only ones that will go out to the suburbs is the orange line, yellow line.
They would have had to take the brown line to get close to where they were going, but
No, they would have had to have taken the yellow line because that one...
Yeah, but the yellow line connects to the end of the brown line up north, which I've never actually taken myself.
I have.
But it still doesn't go as far northwest as they're going.
There's no waiting room like this.
Yeah, that's a metro line, and that's actually out in the suburbs somewhere. He had suspected that before he walked in.
Yeah, well, where's he gonna, or what's he gonna do, and where's he gonna go after Thanksgiving dinner? I'm sure all the guest rooms are taken up by their family. So, he's gonna sleep on the couch or something, and then... Yeah, and what's he gonna do? He really needs to put some wheels on that truck. Why is he ringing the doorbell for his own house?
He may have lost his keys.
Would it be funny if her name was Paige Page?
Yeah. You prefer the release version of this song, Curtis? Welcome, Horror King. Good to see you. You gotta love John Hughes films. And like I say, those of us that live in the Chicagoland area, this is, movies about home, you know? So, Horror King says, in case you didn't know, there is a horror series on YouTube called Escape the Night, and it takes the American Horror Story approach to having mostly different cast members for each season. And I suggest checking it out because it's really good. Okay, Escape the... Excuse me, hiccup. Escape the Night. Wow, there's 4 seasons of it. No, I have to check this out. Looks good. It's on Tubi, too, it looks like. Thank you for sticking with us, Lady Mist. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope all of you that are here, that were here earlier, that have hung out with us, have enjoyed yourselves. It was a bit more challenging than I expected it would be. It was a rough one.
You didn't have to do any of the cooking today.
I appreciate it, sweetie. I'll make all the rest of the stuff tomorrow.
I just want the stuffing. See, Troy's grandmother's stuffing is so incredibly good, and only Troy can make it. It's like, I know what goes in it, but it would be so much better if he made it, just because it's a recipe he's been doing forever. Yeah, and it's just, it's absolute yum. I can just sit there and eat that all day, like just that.
Well, thank you, Lady Mist. I hope you did have fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It was nice hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate it. I mean, this is what Netter means when she says you guys are family, because it would just, not that I mind. I would not mind just me and Netter, but it's nice to spend some time with family, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to those of you that gifted memberships, deleted scenes, and Curtis, you really went above and beyond. I am within spitting distance of my goal for the year. I really appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Troy is so close to his goal. and you really help get him up there.
Aw, and look at that. Lady Miss gifted one over on your channel to a Droog809. How cool
thank
is
you,
that?
sweetie.
That's really sweet of you.
I don't think I know that name, so now I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, they will.
That's the
pop in the
idea.
chat
If
and-
we don't
yeah.
know them, hopefully it reels them in and we can
I mean,
expand the family.
From what I understand, unless it's changed, only people who have been to your channel before could be gifted a membership. Unless that's changed now, like
I have no
basically
idea.
anybody can, which actually would be kind of cool because then you'd be reaching people beyond your community and might be able to bring them into the community.
That's true. Like Geek Flag with Nate Knows, who just gifted a membership to Jim T9245. I thank you so much for that, my friend. All right, it's been a long day, and yeah, the tannins in the wine. This is probably why I don't drink wine that often. Giving me a bit of a headache.
I'm sorry,
So
sweetie.
I just took a couple aspirin, and we're gonna take it easy. I am still planning liquid lunch tomorrow. Whether you have a 4-day weekend and you're going to be off tomorrow, or if you are working and still going to be taking a lunchtime tomorrow, hope to see you there. I will tell you what I'm planning on sipping on for Friday night. Tomorrow night on Last Call, we will be talking about we're going to be talking about Black Friday, because that's what it is going to be. So looking forward to that. In fact, I got to get some slides put together to send to Boomer to take care of for that. So I'm going to get working on that. And yeah, you got to get up at 5:05. Oh, it is 5:05 where you're at. And yes, I did see the joke, Horror King. It was just, we were at the end of the movie, so I was a little focused there. Hope you two had a wonderful Thanksgiving, said Lady Miss. Thank you so much. I hope you did too. Troy, Netters, and everyone been hanging out with my wife and sons and all of you. I have to say, this has been a very good Thanksgiving. Thank you all. Thank you. God bless every single one of you. Thank you, Geek Flag. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. And hey, could you email me that the like scary girl meme that you did, that you put in the Cosme during the Addams Family?
Oh, the one of me.
Yeah, I'd like to do something with that.
Yeah, that's kind of
And well, maybe not right away, but I'll do something with it for next year. And coming attractions post Thanksgiving edition. Oh, dude, I did not realize. Are you doing that late? Are you doing that tonight? Let me copy that.
Yeah, let me send people over there.
Copy comment.
Copy. Edit video.
Let's see.
Yeah, we didn't really think that.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that really too many people are going to be doing anything for Thanksgiving because, they usually take the time off.
Yeah.
I know that Doomcock was doing something.
Yeah, Doomcock had an evening
because
stream.
He is a workaholic.
Yes, he is. Of course, I can't really cast aspersions on that.
Well, when you're trying to take over the world.
Well, I'm just trying to take over social media, but, that's just me.
Okay. So now on my channel, you're set up to be redirected to Deleted Scenes channel for coming attractions.
You will be over here as well just as soon as I edit the video. Give me just a second and I'll send you over to Deleted Scenes. Let's see here.
But yeah, you guys are totally Osmo. Thank you so much for your encouragement, for spending this day with us. Like I said, here it's just me and Troy. We have family out of state. And I mean, the few family members I have here in Illinois, we don't get together. It's just, we don't. So it's nice to be spending this day with you guys, who I do consider to be my family. And frankly, y'all are much better family than my actual family.
Yeah, we won't get too into that, but I think you guys understand. When she says our family is all out of state, we're not the ones that moved, let's put it that way. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for making this a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for giving us so much to be thankful for today and all year.
Absolutely.
We are in the middle, I would say, of the holiday season. We've got a lot of stuff planned for the coming weeks, for Christmas, New Year, and then I got a birthday coming up too. So, well, Netter does as well.
Mine comes before yours.
Yours comes before all of
Here's
that
something
stuff.
that's kind of a fun fact. Whatever day of the week my birthday falls on, Troy's birthday falls on the exact same day.
Yep, exactly.
So, like, when does mine fall this year? Come on, need a calendar. My birthday this year falls on a Thursday. His
So
birthday
my
also
birthday
falls
will
on
be a Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll probably celebrate my birthday the following Friday for last call. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let's get over to Deleted Scenes and show him some love too. All right?
Absolutely.
You guys take care of yourselves. You are wonderful. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.